Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benatar, joined alongside J-Dawg.
Mike, it is so good to see you on the 2 days after the biggest bet of your life. We are here to give you your flowers. The betting expert is so back.
I will say, not a betting expert. Just because I put a big bet in does not mean you should follow. And a lot of people in our group chat decided, whoa, you're putting $600 in. You must believe in this team. I did, but it definitely got more scary as people started putting more money in. I bet on the Colts.
The whole point, Mike, of being a betting influencer is to bring people with you. You can't be upset when they follow you down these holes.
Well, road to 10K. I bet on the Colts, put my $600 on. We're now up to, the bankroll is up to $1,248. We can talk about what's next, but I just want to say we are delayed one day because of the AWS outage yesterday. I could not log in to our recording system at all.
Mike, half the world is reliant on AWS. I didn't realize the Sports Hangover was also reliant on AWS.
Yeah. Did you see the meme where it's like all these big blocks and everything, and it's like AWS is just held up by this like toothpick? It's like holding up the whole entire internet. It's just all on AWS.
That is what it seems. Indiana Jones, much stronger than a toothpick. He's actually legitimate. Yes. Justin Herbert could also be knocked over with a toothpick. Ever since you celebrated, the Chargers fans on this show, they have not won a game. Will they win a game the rest of the season?
They will definitely win a game, but they went downhill after I bet on them. You know what we do? I'm going to listen to your boy Kevin Clark's advice. First 4 weeks, no one knows what they're doing. We do not trust a team until after 4 weeks. We should never have trusted the Colts, ever.
The Chargers ever. The Colts we do Colts, trust. We trust the Colts. I don't know where you're going with that, because through 4 weeks, I feel like you were all in on Indiana Jones. So we should trust some things that happen a few weeks in. So you took an underdog on the road, traveling multiple time zones, and you said, I'm going to hit this straight up underdog win, and it happened. Huge payoff for you. You have over $1,000 in the bankroll. Is that right?
We have $1,248 in the bankroll.
And you're betting it all this week?
All this week. I already bet it. I try not to get influenced.
Why do you always... you don't let me influence you. I try to save you on this show. We're going to talk about some ways you should listen to me again from last week, but you don't let me influence you on the big bet.
Jeremy, I played it safe. I didn't want influence. I didn't want like all, the people talking about games and like how good everybody's looking and all this stuff. I wanted to take my own advice. Obviously, we got to talk about the model this week. The AI model did, I thought, pretty well. Mutual friend really shot it down right away. Not good enough. But I put it all on Kansas City this week.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Washington this week.
Oh, that's a Monday night game?
Yeah.
Monday night? Is it in Kansas City?
Let me look.
So you won't lose your bankroll on Sunday, so that's impressive right off the bat.
Yeah, they're in Kansas City.
In Kansas City, the Chiefs look good. The Commanders didn't look good against the Cowboys. Dak and the Cowboys kind of looked like a playoff team again against the Commanders. That was weird.
I was kind of also going on with Jaden Daniels leaving the game early. Is he actually hurt? Is he not hurt? I tried to get on the market early with my feel. I want to just jump in, right? Like, I didn't think Indy was an underdog. I was like, how? They are not an underdog. They are a better team. Kansas City clearly better. I'm only going to win $200 off of this. So the bankroll will now be up to like $1,450. That's it. So it's a small win, but it's a small step in the right direction. I felt like this week's slate, I was a little nervous, a lot of stuff. I didn't want to double down on the Colts again. I took them for what? How many weeks in a row have I bet on the Colts?
Every week. Since week 1, I think.
Yeah. So I can't continue betting, even though it was an easy week for them. They're playing the Titans this week. I can't do it again. I wanted to go somewhere else.
That's the survivor pick of the week. So maybe you're rooting for like a survivor failure at the top of the board, because everyone's going to be on the Colts this week at home against the Titans, to your point. The Chiefs, Mike, they've been up and down throughout this year. It sounds like they must be a big favorite against the Commanders. You think Mariota might play? What's the line? What's the money line odds? Break this down for us.
Well, listen, if you want to get everything, we did build the model. There's a whole website too.
I do. This is a $1,000 bet, Mike.
I know. They're minus 9.5 favorites at home playing Washington.
Wow, big line against Jaden Daniels if it's him.
If it's him. If you want to see all of our AI predictions, which, by the way, it went because last night we were going to record yesterday and it wasn't a final record, but the final record of our AI model was 10-5 straight up, just wins.
We should have recorded yesterday because the model had the Bucks. So if we recorded yesterday, no one would know 5 losses.
No one would know. Yeah. It did predict one exact score correctly. It got the Green Bay Packer Arizona Cardinal game exact.
Mike, that's a really fun side bet. Is bet the exact score. You can bet 50 cents or $1 on exact scores and get paid out so much if you ever hit. And if the model's going to give you a 1 in 15 or 1 in 12
it's not bad.
Direct hit every week, that might be the best thing the model's doing right now.
I know. So, and it also went 4-1 on its recommended best bets. You can go. There's now a domain for it. It's tshbets.online. You can go there. I'll put a link in the show notes, but you can go find it on tshbets.online.
Now, should people go there to check out the model in depth, or should they just stick with Substack and you're going to send out the model selections also in Substack?
All the selections will be in our Substack as well, but I think you can play around with the model. You can also now, once it's updated later today, you'll be able to select your bets and it'll be able to record the bets as well, so you can kind of play around with it a little. But it's fun. Yeah. It's good. And it worked. And so far, I felt like a success. If it went 4-10, I'd be like, oh, well, clearly it knows nothing. But I thought 10-5, that I felt like that was good.
It had a few great hits. It had the Panthers beating the Jets. That was like a diamond in the rough pick. That was a great selection.
Was it?
I mean, some people
bad.
had it. The Jets haven't won yet, but the Panthers actually are 4-3. That's actually crazy. I have an issue with the model giving you a win on the Broncos, and I want to talk about this Broncos-Giants game.
You kept bringing this up the whole time. Yeah.
You had the Broncos in Survivor against the Giants. And I was all over this on the show last week saying, why are you going to mess with Jackson Dart again? Why are you going to mess with a team that's in London, going to Denver so far away and doesn't have the bye week? Everyone gets a bye after London, but not the Broncos. And if it wasn't the craziest scenario, similar to Titans Cardinals a few weeks ago, then it would have been a different scenario, right? The Giants would have pulled it out. Jackson Dart is that guy. My point is stop betting against Jackson Dart, please.
You know what's funny? During that game, we're watching Red Zone. We're seeing all the games play. Denver was on the screen, and I said, oh, you know what's really fun? On Kalishi, you can live bet, and I just feel like I can cash out. So I almost cashed out the Colts. I said, damn, they're winning. If the Chargers come back, I can cash out. I'm only losing $50 by cashing out now. So that's also an option. If a team goes up a lot, like if Kansas City goes up 21-0 to the Commanders, and it's like a 90% chance you're going to win, I can cash out at that moment and not see what happens in the other half of the game, not even worry about it, which is kind of nice. I like that it's a liquid pool.
That is nice, but in Survivor, when you are on the Broncos, you cannot get out of your Survivor pick in real time. So you did survive that somehow. Very similar to me in week 2 against Russell Wilson and the Giants, also against the Giants. The Giants can't close these games that they should win. The Giants truly should have a winning record in the playoff chase right now. Instead, they actually have a losing record. You won't do that again, right? You won't fade the Giants in Survivor the rest of the year. Can you at least agree to that?
For right now, we're definitely not doing it. I don't think the Giants are that good of a team. It was a crazy comeback. I literally left the house we were watching.
You went to the park again, because anytime it's stressful for you take your kid to the park and you stop watching football.
I go to the park. I hang out. It was just I was like, this makes sense. We shouldn't have been in this. We took Denver. We were trying to be cute. We were like, oh, Kansas City and New England. Everybody's going to be on them. We got to go alternative here. And the Denver bet made sense to us, but again, we talked about it last week. They were coming off the road. They were traveling from Europe. Then they're in Denver. They're playing. This week, we got to keep it easy. I definitely just want to play Indy. I haven't talked to Mutual Friend yet. I think we're just in shock after all the Survivor games we've been through this season. It's a lot. It's very stressful. Even Mutual Friend turned on soccer. During prime time, 10 a.m. NFL games, put soccer on his laptop and watched soccer.
So he came over to watch football with you guys, and then he went in his own independent world with you and started watching soccer amongst you?
Yeah. I was just sitting on the table in front of him watching. It's when he watches the Steeler games, it's similar to that. Instead, he just put on soccer instead of football.
He doesn't know it, but you're not going to keep inviting him to these outings if he's going to play soccer on his laptop. Like, he's going to stop being invited. You can't bring soccer to a football party in America. It's just not what people are looking for. We know he likes Europe more than America. We know he likes the little morning routine of watching early in the morning. It doesn't mean it's okay to just watch soccer all the time. But we will say Premier League's a great watch on Peacock. It's a great watch.
There's a lot on Peacock, right? We got basketball. I wanted to talk about TV as well. Do you want to talk about TV before we get into some of the games this week?
Sure.
Because I want to talk. There's
TV.
a lot. Yes. I feel like a lot happened with TV. First, we got F1 to Apple TV. Plus, we also got a Peacock connection, which is going to save me money because for some, I don't know why, but it's a lot cheaper.
The bundle with Apple and Peacock. It's cheaper
because I already have Apple TV and I already had Peacock, and I feel like
it's going to bundle.
It's going to be cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah. For you, and both sides win by retaining your loyalty. You're not going to churn out any time because you're locked in on both. That's great.
I'm an Apple fanboy. You put it on Apple and it makes it cheaper, I'm in. It's easy.
Apple series are great, and you can't bail on Peacock. The sports, it's too much.
It's not the sports. It's SNL. We watch SNL. That's all. That's our number one Sunday night watch. If there's no good shows on, we watch SNL. That's what we do.
It's nice for you at 8:30 Pacific time, at 11:30 Eastern. That's late. I heard someone watches the internal feed of the dress rehearsal with their wife at 8 p.m. so they can go to bed afterwards.
Who's that?
I can't out him on the show, but it's a great idea. Sabrina Carpenter, great SNL host, right? Did you watch that?
I was telling Aaron, I'm like, these kids that grow up as a Disney star and then become a pop star, they're always the best on SNL. It's like Justin Timberlake, Drake, who else? There's a few others, but they're like
Britney Spears. Yeah.
Well, Britney Spears kind of fell off, so I didn't want to bring that one up. But I just feel like she was a pure performer, and it was fun, and it felt like she has been there for like a cast member. Right?
She's great. She's a natural. She's perfect at it. She was smooth. Yeah. It's not easy. My point is, and especially like the music plus acting, and to seamlessly go from one to the next. She sang 3 times. She acted. She was great. Lauren loves her. She's very close with Lauren Michaels.
She was great. I feel like she's the new Ariana Grande that used to come on the show a lot. She's also a good performer too on that.
Ariana Grande. Is she done? She's still in like Wicked, right?
I have no idea what she's doing. But if she's not on SNL, I have no idea. Also, I wanted to talk about what else we want to talk about. Well, we got to.
You mentioned the F1 thing. Do we care? Yeah. We don't watch F1. Apple's getting into more sports. They only want to do it on an international basis. It's a 5-year deal. They paid a lot for it, not as much as UFC got from Paramount. I think it's just a nothing for us.
I listened to the guy that develops it with Matthew Bellamy on The Town, and the Apple TV guy was very vague. He did not give a yes or no answers. He did not give anything. He's like, I'll take a look at anything. But what I took away from it is Apple wants to control the full aspect of what they own. And they want to own a full sport. F1, obviously, you can own the full sport. It's not that big. You can't own the NFL. You can't own, they own soccer, but no one also goes there for that. It's very international. It feels like they're purchasing all this for Europeans and not Americans, which might be a play because they want to go international, but it doesn't make much sense. The
international market is the best way to grow right now and to scale. In America, we have existing streaming services. It's harder to get more people to sign up. But international, it's like anything's out there. And you're right, they've gone for some sports that are more international, like MLS. But like you said, season pass, no one's really doing that.
No, so I was wishing they would get some other stuff. Like UFC would have been awesome, but I feel like
you're happy with CBS getting it.
Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, CBS, like, come on. I love Paramount, too. It's also on my Apple TV subscription. What do you think about Warner Brothers going up for sale? Is this a play for Apple? Do you think Apple jumps into this? Do they get sports from this? Because Warner Brothers still kind of has, like, some stuff, but not a lot. Right?
They have a decent sports portfolio. They lost the NBA to NBC starting tonight and for the next 11 years. It now goes to NBC, so that's a big deal.
That's big.
TNT inside the NBA, they're licensing it to ESPN, so that's crazy. Like Shaq and Barkley and those guys are going to be on ESPN still working for TNT. That's Seems crazy. Weird. Turner has decent sports. They have the Final Four, college basketball, a lot of golf, the Masters, college football, some other stuff. Apple, no. Matt Bellamy has not mentioned Apple as involved in it. It sounds like there's Paramount really wants it. David Ellison, right?
Makes sense.
Mr. Skydance, he really wants it to add to the portfolio. And he can kind of use the movie studio. He can maybe use the cable channels. Maybe he can use the live sports, like you said. But who else is into it? Could Netflix actually put a bid up? Netflix has been very insulated throughout their time, right? Yeah. They only grow from within. They haven't done a huge merger acquisition type of thing.
They just integrated with Spotify and getting podcasts because they're really trying to go after that, like, YouTube, we're always on, just watch all the Ringer shows. I didn't know if I loved it. I was like, I don't really know if I want to go to Netflix for just, I mean, you're getting this. You're getting us sitting at a table talking.
Wait, are they? Are we going to be on Netflix?
We're not on Netflix.
You know yet, a guy or two at Netflix. Can we get our show on Netflix?
I'll make a pitch. I don't know if they'll help us out, but I think it would be.
They can bury us.
Yeah, put us way deep down. Yeah, you got to watch.
But I saw that the Ringer podcast will now be on Netflix. To me, honestly, it devalues Netflix a little bit. To me, Netflix is premium entertainment and a audio podcast with a camera in front of someone talking. Maybe that's exactly what we're doing right now. It's not the best premium experience, and that's why we give our content out for free as a podcast on YouTube. Netflix comes with like a $20 charge now, so you're telling me that people are going to pay, and their value proposition is going to be Ringer videos of Ryan Russillo. I guess he left. He went to Barstool. Bill Simmons sitting on camera like us and talking to it. That's not a premium Netflix experience that I'm used to.
I was just thinking, like, I don't know how long the deal is. I didn't see how long the contract is for. It seems like it was more of a Spotify initiated thing and not like the Ringer, just because the Ringer is not owned by Spotify. But it felt like to me, this is a way to grow the audience really quickly, because when you're on YouTube, it's clutter. Guess what? Now there are 5 Ringer podcasts only on Netflix. It seems like it's a big boost for the overall ratings of the show and maybe makes it more cultural relevancy inside these podcasts, because I feel like a lot of times when everybody's kind of scattered all over, like when we were kids, it was MTV, it was like not three news stations, but you had like NBC, ABC, you had late night shows.
It was so simple.
It was. And you had all that. And that was the culture. It felt like the culture was moving by these few things. And I feel like Netflix wants to be the culture. And if they have things on there that are relevant quickly, because it doesn't have to be produced, it might be a better play for them. Because like the movie show could talk about K-pop Demon Hunters right after K-pop Demon Hunters goes on. And it's super relevant. It's right there. I mean, we try to do the show as fast as possible, so we're still up to date on what's going on. And maybe that will happen on Netflix, but I'm old. I guess millennials do not watch YouTube podcasts. Like, I don't put a podcast on the TV and watch it.
I try to watch more YouTube. There's a lot out there. Maybe I am old by saying that, but there is a lot out there. I don't know. I don't think that Netflix does much to elevate these Ringer sports podcasts. Maybe the entertainment podcasts, like you're saying, so maybe they connect to a movie or a theme or like a scary movie type of podcast, and then there's a scary movies to watch before or after. Sports-wise, I think Netflix is getting into some live sports. The MLB deal hasn't been announced yet, but they will have certain aspects of MLB, opening day, home run derby, that type of thing. But they don't have a ton of live sports, and so maybe this is a cheap way for them to get into more and more like NFL recap. But again, it's a cheap thing, and I don't feel like Netflix is a cheap service, so that's where I'm a little disconnected.
I guess I don't like Netflix doing it because it feels like... part of me doesn't want it because it doesn't feel like a legacy brand, and I feel like they don't deserve buying up. Like, first of all, I don't want the DC world to go away. Like, I like the new Superman. I like all that stuff. Like, that needs to stay around. And I feel like Paramount, like, I love what they're doing. They're getting all this stuff. You're buying up all these things. And now you're ready to, like, is this the play you do? And it's the last it's no longer a tech giant, right? Paramount is the last standing, other than, I guess, Sony. I guess Sony's kind of a tech giant, but everybody's tech. It's like Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Disney. Like, Disney scooped up Hulu, and now it's just like Disney, everything is in there. I feel like Paramount's the last one left that's not attached to a tech giant. So I would like Paramount.
NBC might also be bidding on this from the reports in the Wall Street Journal. Be big. So we'll see. I feel like they've always wanted to combine their assets with Warner Brothers Discovery. And I think Zaslav is probably more interested in doing it with NBC than Paramount, Paramount's like an outside takeover where maybe an NBC or Netflix would be a full-on agreed like merger type of deal. And so we'll see what happens.
So does that mean they would get HBO and everything like that, or they're kind of selling it in pieces as well, right? They'll be like, oh, here are cable, here's HBO, here's this. They kind of want to sell it all.
I think what Zaslav said today is it's more likely to be separate, where the movie studio goes one way and then everything else, cable and sports, goes the other way. And that maybe makes sense, because then like someone can use the movie studio as best they can. Yeah. Ellison is looking to build up Paramount. Maybe he's more interested in that. Maybe the others are more interested in cable. I think it's fascinating, the idea that Netflix could at some point have a presence on TV. You're talking about podcasts, which is something, but imagine them on TV and having a front door to show episode 1 of a series or show a
just
movie.
24 hours.
Like, there's so much more like this, right? There's so much more like this. Come on and sign up for $20. I'm a little surprised they don't have that yet.
We'd go back to cable, basically. Everybody just...
We're trying, right?
It's a cycle.
Trying. YouTube TV.
Just like Battlestar Galactica. We start out as humans and end as cyborgs and go back to humans. That's it. Circle of life.
We're all just fighting to get back. It's everything in life is cyclical, right? It all is.
Really is. All right, let's do some bets. Model, I thought, performed really well last week. As you know, Casey, my road to 10K, I'm doing that. I have not discussed our survivor pick after the trauma last week. Most likely will be Indy, but do you want to go? Do you see?
Yeah, it's got to be Indy. There's no second option this week. Last week, by the way, I gave you a sharp play as you were going on and on about the Broncos and everything. I was like, don't do that, don't do that. It's like a lot of people are going to be on the Chiefs. I believe in the Chiefs. The Chiefs-Raiders game was over in the first quarter. It was actually over. Didn't have to keep watching it there. I did give you a sharp pick last week, too, and it was the Bears over the Saints. The Bears dominated the Saints. The Bears are not a team you feel good using. They were at home against the Saints. I did give you a sharp pick that was also better than the Broncos last week.
What was the sharp pick? What was that pick?
The Bears. The Bears.
Oh, the Bears, yeah. I'm too scared to play.
I know.
I can't trust
Colts are the only pick this week. I think everyone will be on it. I think it's an easy one. The Titans are in disarray. They fired their head coach already. Didn't you have a bet on first head coach fired? Did you win that?
I didn't. I never do the first head coach fired because I thought, honestly, could have been Miami. I don't know what's going on.
I know. I was hoping. What happened Monday? He didn't get fired? He's still there?
You guys, it's just like sad. Like, I feel like Tua doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. But if you let the Cleveland Browns defense on fantasy score 35 points, you've done something wrong. I mean, they're good, but they're not that good. It's kind of sad.
No, you can't get blown out by the Browns. Like a team that doesn't score points, that has a quarterback shorter than your quarterback. He's shorter than Tua. He's smaller.
So bad.
He's like a little Tua, a lefty. It's terrible. I told you it'd be bad, and I'm actually glad that no one's fired yet, because the odds of getting a better draft pick go up the longer McDaniel keeps sticking around. So McDaniel's there. Tua's playing this week. Good. Another L put on the board.
So when do you want him to bench Tua? Is it just like are they just hoping for the next head injury and be like, oh, this is an easy way out. Tua's done. We fire Mike. We move on. Interim head coach until the end of the year. And then you get Bill Belichick?
You lost me at the end. You had me until Belichick. Because, you said the quiet part out loud. The Dolphins get out of the contract if Tua has another serious head injury. Why else does McDaniel stand at the podium?
Does anybody want Archie anymore? Is Archie done?
No, he's broken. He's staying in college. Okay. He might like live in college. He might just do NIL his whole career. He might not make it to the NFL. We'll see. There's no good quarterbacks right now, so that's a problem. Okay. It's only mid-October. There's still 2 months of the college football season left. Of course, draft evaluations will be big this year, Mike, because the Dolphins will be right there looking for one.
Of course.
I think McDaniel is really fed up with Tua. He had a quote at the press conference where he said, "We're going to start Tua this week, and hopefully he doesn't throw 10 interceptions again."
I sometimes think he's kind of being funny.
There's
but
no
the Jets
funny.
head coach
laughy.
said something similar, just like if you had that quarterback play, like you would lose games too or something like that. So I feel like these coaches are fed up. They realize their job's on the line and they got to win games so they can stick around. And Tua, that's it. Brain injury fully is in. He's done. Can't make decisions, can't throw. And it was wet and rainy. It wasn't good for him.
None of it's good. The interceptions are crazy. I've always told you, I've always explained it in a way like this, and this will take me a second, but I've always explained it as all quarterbacks drop back and read the field and throw it to the guy who's open. Tua does not have the ability to drop back and identify who's open, which is crazy that an NFL quarterback can't do that. He drops back and he throws it to the one spot that McDaniel told him to throw to in practice when they run this play. And if the guy's wide open, he looks like a genius, and it looks like they're a new offense scoring 70 points a game. If the guy's not wide open, he still throws the exact same ball to the exact same guy, and then he throws 10 interceptions in a season and leads the league. And so He can't read a field. It's like basic shit. It's like you play Madden, you drop back, you look around, you throw it. He doesn't do that, which is like, how do you ever get to this point? I don't know, but that's where we're at.
And it also seems like with the injuries and all the head injury, blah, blah, blah,
you're giving him a pass because of his concussions, yes. It sounds like. You're giving him a pass.
Well, remember, I mean, wasn't it just that one season? It was like every time I watched a Miami game with you, he would like have a concussion. Like it was 3 times in a year he had a concussion. I remember at Whole Foods he got a concussion. We were watching the game and we're like, what is happening?
It was always the standalone games, always when the whole world was watching, never in the 1 o'clock window.
It was, yeah. So we could all really see it.
And then the wealth disparity is crazy because the division has these 2 losing teams, 2 of the worst teams in the league. And then there's also Josh Allen and Drake May. Drake May looks like the next Josh Allen. Like he's one of the most exciting quarterbacks in the league this year. And like it wasn't even supposed to be that way. The Patriots sucked last year and now they just rebuild and they're fine. The Dolphins can't rebuild in 25 years.
Can I give you a hot take on Drake May? I don't believe it. I do not believe Drake May is the second coming of Josh Allen and Tom Brady. The schedule that they have played is one of the easiest schedules in the entire NFL. Go ahead and look at the rest of the schedule for the Patriots. They are not playing a team above 500 the entire year.
I agree. It's really bad. But, Mike, they beat the Bills. They beat Josh Allen.
I know, but we can also say maybe something's wrong with Josh Allen because their defense keeps letting up a lot of. I mean, the Saints almost beat them. That's how close it was. A lot of teams, Miami almost beat the Bills. It's true. Right? That was a scary game. We thought Tua was back.
You did. You were on that Survivor. If it was a close game that the favorite barely won this year, Mike's been on it in Survivor.
I've been on it. It was
basically
terrifying.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know, but Josh Allen, we reported last week, he thinks he's more than a quarterback now, and I said I told you on this show,
you're selling.
That's the first sign to failure. I'm selling that because if he thinks he's a husband and a father, then he's not a good quarterback anymore.
That's all right. That's fair enough. Do you have the predictions pulled up? Do you want to go over any games that you kind of like here? We could talk about some games.
I don't. I want the AI model to carry our predictions as a show. I do believe in your AI model. I believe in your inputs. Okay. I believe in what you're building. I just want it to be accurate. And so last week was about 9-5-ish.
It was 10-5. You have to count Denver. It was still a win. It did not cover the spread. You have to count it. You have to count it. See, Jeremy, it seemed like mutual friend was complaining that, this model that I built randomly on the internet that I'm handing you guys is only hitting at 67%. Very poor numbers. That is winning. That's winning, right?
I think he was saying if you're only looking at the money line winners, yes. A lot of the money line favorites will be plus 200 or better, so you have to bet a lot. So the model has to go 67% on money lines because 50% doesn't get you the win. Money line, you have to bet a lot more to get the amount that you want, right? That whole thing. Yeah,
but so where would it have to be for a money line? Because we talked about this last week. We said, it has to be better than 50%, right? So now it's better than 50%.
Does. And I said, I'm just looking at win-loss right now. Yeah. You're right. And I know the Broncos won the game. But, God, if you watch any moment of that, you didn't feel like the Broncos won the game. And you don't feel like the model got anything right about it. And that's why I'm a little apprehensive. True. But it's we'll call it about 9-5. I think that's the right idea. If you can keep delivering winners, Mike, at a 9-5, 10-5 rate, that's great. Yeah. If you're coming in with an 8-7, celebrating that, I can't let you celebrate an 8-7. This is AI. This is not the human brain. This should be advanced. Correct. This should be better. This should have more technology, more information inside of it.
Can I give you their top 5 best bets this week? Now, they put the spread in. They added the spread.
I haven't seen this yet. Should I be in the... Should I be in the... I haven't gotten in my Substack yet.
Go to... can you go to tshbet.online and you can kind of follow along here. There's tabs. I've really cleaned it up since last week. It's now ready for the public to experience. You can log in. You can see all this stuff. You'll be able to keep track too.
tsh.betonline?
No, tshbets.online.
Okay.
Bet. Sorry, it's bet, not bets, not plural.
TSH bet. We'll get it right. TSH bet.
So week 8, it's saying obviously the Colts are the number 1 best bet with a 95% chance, and it's also giving percentages of what they think will actually win. So they think they're going to cover the -14.5 spread. The Patriots are also on there too with 88% chance that they cover the 7.5 point spread. Panthers are there. With
so it sounds like the Patriots are going to win another game this week. Interesting.
They might. But who are they playing this week? Can I just...
Someone not very good if there's 88% chance they win, right?
Who are they playing this week? Hold on. I got to look it up. It didn't even tell me who they were playing. I'm trying to look here right now. Patriots are playing the Browns. They think the score is going to be 23-13.
Browns are decent. All right.
And then it also has the Panthers covering the plus 7.5 point spread. The Bengals covering the 6.5 point.
Who are the Panthers playing? The Bills?
Who? Yeah, I think it was it the Bills. Yeah. So they think the final score will be 31-24. What do you think about that?
For the Bills to win the game and the Panthers to cover, you mean?
Yeah. Do we like that?
I mean, the line is 7.5, and they have the Bills winning by 7, so I'd hate for the Bills to score one more point.
Well, see, this is like, it's putting it together. This is a close one. We do think
they're trying to tell you a story, and that's what it is. It's about telling you a story here.
And then the final one, they like the under Vikings-Chargers game, which I probably would agree. So it's pretty good, right? You see all the tabs at the top. It goes over. Then it has all the trends as home dog trends, coaching, revenge games, like the Eagles versus the Giants. Eagles are going to come out and probably beat the Giants this week. Wow. Right? Eagles 28, Giants 20.
Eagles win,
this is fun,
Falcons
right? It's like
Dolphins,
everybody can play along.
I like when they pull an upset out of the bag. So let me take a quick scan here and identify an upset, because last week the Panthers were the gem of the upset. The model did have the Falcons being the Niners. I did call BS on that on the show last week too. I just want to mention. I'm not afraid to call BS here.
Yeah,
I don't think the Panthers cover against the Bills. I don't know about that as a best bet. I don't know. Philly minus 6.5 against the Giants. I do think they win and cover because they lost to the Giants last time, and that was unacceptable. Agree. Falcons are going to beat the Dolphins and cover, of course. Patriots to beat the Browns and cover, sure. Mm-hmm. Ravens-Bears, interesting game. Assuming Lamar is back, the model has Ravens winning and covering. Caleb Williams is hot. I don't know.
I did see Harbaugh said all games and anything Perk Life inside the Baltimore stadium or wherever their training facility is, gone. They're getting back to action. They're 1-5 right now, right? We'll see what happens if they can actually.
You know who else is going to be gone soon? Harbaugh. Our boy in Key West was right. They lost another bad game. And by the way, Joe Flacco last Thursday night, we didn't talk about this, Mike. The old man, we went to Key West, and the Ravens fans told us we want current Joe Flacco over current Lamar Jackson. I said, wow, you guys might be racist. This is crazy. And it turns out they might be right because Joe Flacco's out there slinging it, beating Aaron Rodgers, beating Mike Tomlin, the whole thing. And current Joe Flacco might still be better than whatever the Ravens are running.
Are you going to apologize? I told you have to apologize. If Flacco beats Aaron Rodgers, you have to apologize and say they were right. Flacco needs to come back to Baltimore. How great would that be? Flacco should have went back to be the backup. How great would that have been? It's like
we didn't know the Browns were willing to trade him to a division rival, or else they probably could have. They would have thought there was no chance of that.
Kind of crazy.
It looks like the Bengals have a bye this week, or else I would have said if Flacco can win one more game, but he's going to get a week of rest, which is much. Oh, they do play the Jets. Yeah.
Oh, kind of like a bye.
Kind of like a bye. Bengals win and cover. Your model has the Bengals scoring 27. Mike, here's what I'll say. If Joe Flacco gets the Bengals to 27 points this week against the Jets, I will apologize, and we will make a plea for the Ravens to bring back Joe Flacco this year to bench Lamar. So the Bengals, and it'll be official stance of TSH. Okay.
If you take there's a little drop down menu when you're seeing Jets Bengals, and it's giving you keynotes. Jets the only winless team. 0-7. QB Justin Fields have been benched. Gives you nice, quick notes. It's pretty.
You should charge for this. This should be behind the paywall. This shouldn't be.
Well,
for free.
we got to open it up for people first. See, work out the kinks.
Make sure they subscribe to our Substack first, though.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they're listening. This is the only way they're going to get it is listening to this podcast.
True. I'm looking for a good upset, and I haven't found one yet. Is the model going on favorites this week? Is that a trend to watch?
Packers Steelers is that? That's not an upset,
right? Packers Steelers Sunday Night Football, a decent game. Wow, the model has the 49ers scoring 49 points against the Texans.
Damn.
Really?
That's a lot of points.
Wait.
That's what it's saying.
No, they actually have Texans 24, 49ers 20. So that's an upset that they have, kind of.
Oh, interesting.
Houston?
Oh, that's a mess up there. Good catch.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Houston is favored there, so that's interesting. I'm not sure I'd have Houston favored in that game against the Niners, who are playing well.
Well, you love Mac Jones. You love what he's doing over there.
I do. You don't. You think he's too chubby, but he just wins games. I'm so right about the take on Brock Purdy. It's like the guy goes out and the Niners offense looks legit again. It's like, how right can I be?
I know. All right. So everybody listening, you can go to our Substack. The link will be there. You can watch. You can play along. By the time this comes out, I should have updated it to allow you to like keep track of your bets as well. So you could like pick one so we can maybe keep track. It'll be fun. So check it out. Follow us on Substack. Also on YouTube as well. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Just search Sports Hangover and we're there. We're on YouTube. We're still free. We're not on Netflix yet.
Not yet. Mike, enjoy the World Series in your front yard.
It's a nightmare of traffic. It's really not good. It like starts all day. All day long, the traffic is started.
Yeah, games are at 5 o'clock, so you're screwed on that. Ohtani had that crazy game last week, and Mike did not know it happened. He lives within the second home run, the really long one, may have landed on your street. Yeah. May have landed on your street, and Mike did not know it occurred until the next day.
Yeah, Erin last night, she's like, "Do you know that like my dad was telling me about this game?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, we were watching a movie while this was going on." It's like we never watch baseball. And I'm like, do you want to watch baseball? She's like, no, I don't want to watch baseball. Why are you bringing it up?
It's the World Series in your front yard. It's within 3 miles. You could fly a drone above the World Series. Maybe
is it tonight? Should I turn it on tonight? I'll turn it on.
No, it doesn't start until Friday. Long gap.
I won't even be in town, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're heading out for World Series.
Heading out. Little Oktoberfest,
That's right. Enjoy. I went last year. 2 years.
It's great. 2 years ago, right? Yeah.
Wait, that was last year. No, yeah, that was last year. Are you doing a LAN party?
No one could decide when to plan the LAN party. So no LAN party this year, maybe next year. We'll see. We're getting old. No one's played video games with each other for a long time either.
Really? It's all falling apart.
You should get one so we could play some NCAA.
It's your fault because you're a father. You don't play video games.
They're all fathers too, and they all play late into the night. I can't do it.
All right, Mike, enjoy the NBA back on NBC and Peacock. Enjoy it. We'll see you later.
Love it.